Now, the Wizards, because of COVID, have not played in like 2 weeks. They've had 6 games off. Like, what do you make of that? Can you put yourself in their shoes, and what that must be like to try to restart everything after 2 weeks off?
I mean, it's a really hard thing to do. Even conditionally wise, being on the court, on court condition and whatnot. So I'm pretty sure they're excited more than anything, though, and ready to get back. We can't take this game lightly. We got to be mentally and physically prepared for the game and play the best that we can.
When you see all these games across the league, suspended, postponed, like, do you guys feel like you've dodged a bullet? Are you thinking this is going to happen to one of our games sooner or later? And just what is your mindset during this whole COVID era when everything's so just up in the air?
Just staying upbeat and positive. Control what we can control. When we're home, stay for the most part, stay at the house and be safe. Be conscious of what's going on around the world. And on the away games, still, we're staying inside our hotel rooms and being conscious of each other and sacrificing those times of being outside and trying to do things for our team.
Is anything about this like this wasn't unexpected to any of you guys, right? That games would be canceled. Like coming in the year, everybody across the league sort of realized what they were in for a little bit.
Yeah. I mean, for the most part, the past year and a half has kind of been a little bit different.
But yeah,
We had the bubble, and then now we have the season. So, at this point, you kind of have to expect the unexpected on what's going on, and just go with the flow and try to find your way through it all. Because this is by far, a very different aspect of the game that everyone's not used to. But you gotta build a way to being comfortable, being uncomfortable.
and last one for me, I just wanted to ask you about Rudy Gay and sort of what you've learned from him a vet around the team.
Just keep on competing, stay aggressive. Some games I'm aggressive, some days I'm not. He's always just talking about trying to stay consistent, play my game and trust the work that I put in.
All right, appreciate it, man.
Thanks, Jeff. Let's go to Lauren Chan from Spurs.com.
Hey, Lonnie, kind of to that point about how different this season is, you have two back-to-backs in the next 7 days. How key does depth become in conditioning?
Very key. I mean, for the past month and some change, we pretty much been playing every other day. If not Monday, then Tuesday, So we have one day off and then we have a game. So, we just got to stay mentally in tune. After some of the games, some players are still lifting or lifting the day after, trying to stay in tune, stay in shape. So, it's all about consistency, day in and day out. We can't take a day off. We know how long the season is, and we just gotta be prepared for everything.
And because of that, you've seen a lot of different things happen on the court, like the other night when DeJounte gets hurt. How valuable does that positionless basketball you guys have talked about a lot become when you don't know what's going to happen rotation wise?
I think it's a really great thing, knowing that you have multiple guards that can do multiple things, not just be a point guard or be a defensive stopper. We got a lot of players that can do a little bit of everything. As a team, we gotta capitalize that and trust each other and continue to play.
Thanks, Lonnie.
We'll wrap things up with Jeff Garcia from News 4.
Hey, Lonnie, just a couple of things. With this season and moving on, being focused by you and the young core, does that put any pressure to perform, to get out there and get W's?
No, not at all. Pressure don't really exist, at least as far as me. Basketball is still basketball. At the end of the day, you only got one ball. So, doing the best that we can and control what we can control. There's a lot of things that the young core really can't, per se, control. We're just doing our part, trying to be aggressive, try to play our game, and through it all. And over time, from experience and getting reps in on the game and on the court.
And just one.
For sure.
Yeah, sorry about that. And just one last thing. You are part of that young core, the next, but you've been in the league for a little while now. What have you learned so far in your time in the NBA, as well as just the whole Spurs culture?
Patience. Everything doesn't happen overnight. You got to trust in the process and understand, what you will and what you may become in the prior future. You just got to keep working and play your part. Be a professional on and off the court, and Yeah, at the end of the day, it's a business, so you got to do what you got to do.
Thanks, Lonnie.
Lonnie, we appreciate you. We'll see you tonight.